Hello everyone, I thought I'd share some of my more rarer titles in my collection, versions of anyway, that I obtained from America that have not yet been released ever in the UK. I'm going to start off with the two Alien Anniversary editions. There's the Alien 35th Anniversary Edition and the Aliens 30th Anniversary Edition. Both very nice sets. So we start with Alien 30th Anniversary Edition. Here it is, and as you can see, a very strong black and silver design here, and if you like that, as you can see, it's sort of a very, very sort of glossy embossed cover, and it shines in the light there. And if I turn that to the spine, you'll see it's also got the title very nicely done in black and white down the side, and on the back you've got all the features that are on the UK release, and of course some slides from the pictures as well. Now the Blu-ray itself isn't that exciting. I'll just take that out and show it to you now. That's not terribly exciting because it's just a strong blue Amaray case, slightly different design, graphics from the UK version of the Blu-ray, as you can see, and then on the back you'll have the same sort of set of features and that very standard US barcode up in the top corner. I don't know why they make that quite as big, but there you go. And then if we open that up inside, we have the disc, and as you can see, because it's a US release, absolutely no ratings, logos anywhere on the disc, and some nice artwork there from Fox. And then moving on to what you actually get as an extra really in the box is a pocket, effectively, again black and white. Here it is, and inside this there are two sort of things. There's art cards with original H.R. Giger illustrations on them. I'm going to show you those now, and as we talk our way through them, as you can see, you've got lovely illustrations here. Just going through those, very, very nicely done. Some are landscape, some are portrait. There's probably about 6 or 7 of those cards in the set, as you can see. Coming back to the pocket, the other thing that's contained in the pocket, very nice touch that on the back, can you see? In space no one can hear you scream. You get this sort of comic book, which was written by two guys called Archie Goodwin and Walter Simonson. Now there's a larger version of this available. This basically is Alien the Illustrated Story, and if I open this up you can see inside, hopefully. It's very, very nicely done. Basically it's a proper comic book, but it's a potted version of the full comic book that was made available. And as you can see, the illustrations are very, very nice. It's a nice little touch with this set. And it's still available on eBay, but I'm not sure exactly what price you'd end up paying for it. But I bought it when it was sort of released in the States, so I can't remember exactly what year it was, and if I do I'll put it up on the screen now for you. But it's available on eBay, as I say. Alien the 30th Anniversary Edition, lovely silver embossed on the cover. Now moving on, we have Aliens 30th Anniversary Edition. Now this is slightly different because the cover on this is a hardback cover, unlike the flimsier cardboard that Alien was in. Again, this was not particularly a new scan of the film or anything, but obviously it's nicely done again. Got a lovely graphic on the front there, again embossed, with of course the Aliens 30th Anniversary Edition, and the spine again, you've got Aliens down the spine, and on the back you have a lovely, again, slightly embossed pictures on the back there, and again all the special features ported over from the Aliens, original Aliens Blu-ray. Again, in the Amaray, nothing's particularly fancy. You just get the blue Amaray case with, again, the blue graphics for Aliens, and then when you open this up, of course, you get Aliens with, again, no ratings on it, the Aliens disc. That's just a security thing, always comes with the American releases. And again, on the back cover, as you can see. And again, the plus in this particular box is your little pocket once again. This time on the back, this time it's war. And there's the graphics on the front. And in the little pocket, as you can see, once again, we have art cards. And I'm just going to take you through them. Again, about half a dozen art cards. Again, illustrations from the movie. And you have something called Aliens 30 Years of Terror. Just to let you see some more art cards there. Aliens 30 Years of Terror. There it is. And this basically is another book. It's not a comic book, it's more art illustrations in this, but the whole book is glossy, as you can see. I'm just shining it for the camera there. And as you can see, very, very nice illustrations in this. Very, very good illustrations. Obviously, nothing necessarily to do with the movie when it was released, but certainly these have been done afterwards. I think it's called Dark Horse Comics that produced this. There must be a larger version of this available, of 30 Years of Terror, but I'm taking you through that. That's a really great one, that one there. Fantastic. And then you've got another really good one of the Xenomorph there. It's just so good. So good little thing. And basically, again, that came out, again, a little bit later than the Alien anniversary, because obviously the anniversary dates were slightly different. So that's Alien 35th anniversary and Aliens 30th anniversary. And say they're probably both available on eBay. You probably can get hold of them on eBay still, but I'm not exactly sure what price they're going to come in at. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you or share with you really is some more digibooks on Blu-ray. Now, the Americans went through a stage where Warner Brothers led the field in this particular. Universal followed up as well with it, where they produced Blu-ray digibooks. That was basically the Blu-ray in a book format. We've had a couple in the UK, like Interstellar, for instance, but I'm just going to bring a few to your attention now. This one I particularly like. This is Taxi Driver, and it was basically from a 4K scan. So although it's a Blu-ray, it's from a 4K scan. Of course, they've announced the 4K release of Taxi Driver is coming, but I quite like this because it's a beautifully designed book, as you can see. There's the disc inside, and then what you get is you unfold it. If you can have a look there, that's very nice. Some lovely artwork there. And then inside that, you'll also get art cards. I'm going to take you through those too. Quite a lot of art cards, maybe as many as 10 in this edition. The quality of sound was upgraded to full 5.1 master audio from the Dolby Digital soundtrack, and that's a big improvement really. And you've got the black and white stills from the film on the rear of the cover, because like lots of digipacks, they had an outer sleeve slip on the front, which I can't actually find at the minute, otherwise I would show it to you. So I can't take you through all the features, but there's an extensive features on this. But the one plus for any Scorsese fan on this is it has the 1991 audio commentary from the man himself, Scorsese, which was only previously available on the Criterion Laserdisc of Taxi Driver. Now, any other version of Taxi Driver will have commentaries on it, but not by the director. So this is a real treat. Now, I've listened to this commentary. It's so informative. The man is so good on commentary, Scorsese, and he tells you so much about the filmmaking and the art of filmmaking throughout the commentary. So again, it's probably tricky to get hold of this one now. Check eBay if you can find it. But it's a lovely edition, this, and as you can see, the art cards, I'll just show you the last few now. They're very, very impressive. Taxi Driver there from Martin Scorsese. Another digibook that came out, I like this one particularly because, again, it has the two versions of The Exorcist on it. It has the extended director's cut and the original theatrical version. So you get two films on the one set of discs. It's got all the features on there, including the great documentary that was made from it as well, Raising Hell, Filming The Exorcist. That's a great documentary. And also the full-length 1996 documentary that Mark Kermode did on The Exorcist, The Fear of God. I think it was on BBC4, that one. So again, opening this up, you get The Exorcist disc, and you get this lovely letter as well from William Friedkin himself, the director. That's quite nice if you can read that. I'll bring that closer to the camera. As you can see, there it is, with all the information about the film on the back. And of course, inside you have, yes, indeed, you have The Exorcist. And you've got all the photographs and all the write-up on the film. And again, it's fairly glossy, this booklet. Lots of colour and black and white shots in it. Very, very nicely done. A great shot of Linda Blair there, as you can see. Absolutely superb. And Jason Miller, he was absolutely brilliant in this film as Karras, of course. And of course, Max von Sydow there. So it's an excellent release. There's 2 discs, of course. The first one is a Blu-ray. The second one is a Blu-ray. So you get the director's cut, the extended cut there, and of course on a separate disc you get the original cut of The Exorcist. That is William Friedkin. This is Amadeus, multi-Oscar winning film from Milos Forman, of course. Nicely done here. Again, you've got the slip on the back. Now the interesting thing about this release, again, you have the Blu-ray here, and you've got a very extensive book that comes with it. As you can see, again showing you that again. There you go. Lots of information inside this book. I like it when there's not so many pictures and lots of text, so you can read about the film as well. Fantastic movie this, of course. Tom Hulce and F. Marie Abraham. But the nice addition with this, if you're a classical music fan, is you get the Amadeus soundtrack as well on CD. And they've even put in this little sheet with it, as you can see, which has a list of all the tracks, all the Amadeus tracks here that were featured on the CD, with some background information on them, which is really cool. So that's the Digipack book of Amadeus. This is the director's cut as well, the longer version of the film that he made available a few years after the initial Blu-ray release. Now, coming on to the final one, and this is The Right Stuff from Philip Kaufman. He wrote the screenplay, I think he won an Oscar for the screenplay, and of course he directed the film. It's from 1983. It won a few Oscars as well as a screenplay Oscar the next year. And it's a great film, a great cast, Fred Ward, it's got Scott Glenn, and it's got lots of really famous Hollywood actors in it. And there's a nice addition, this, and as you can see, you open this up, you'll get the Blu-ray inside. You also get the super little personal letter from the director, Philip Kaufman, as you can see. Quite a detailed letter, that one. This is to represent the 30th anniversary of this film. This release came out. And as you can see, nice booklet on this one as well, The Right Stuff. Very nice picture there. It was basically the story of America's first astronauts and the start of the Mercury program. It doesn't quite go right into the Apollo, certainly not up to moon landing. It stops before that because obviously it wasn't those astronauts featured that landed on the moon, if you know what I mean. But as you can see, great, Lorraine Bracco's in there as well. Great sort of, I don't know what we'd call it, sort of epic sort of biopic really of the early NASA story. And what you fortunately get is you get a DVD with the features on it, which is rather unfortunate. But back then they were doing this, they were putting features on DVD and US releases and the main feature film on Blu-ray. So there you have it. It's Philip Kaufman's The Right Stuff. So that brings us to an end of this particular video. Now my next video is going to be slightly different departure for me. I'm doing some research on this. I hope you're going to find it interesting and informative. It's going to be a look at new wave Romanian cinema. What's that, you say? Well, basically there's directors like Cristi Puiu, and there's also one I've mentioned before, in the Criterion Collection, who's also a very famous Romanian director, and that's Cristian Mungiu. Basically, there's quite a few directors, and I'm going to look at some of their work in relation to how the sort of Romanian cinema had a sort of almost renaissance in the sort of recent years, and it's become very, very popular in the world cinema terms. So hopefully you enjoy that video. That's my next one coming up. And of course we have another Let's Talk Criterion video in due course as well. So that's all I've got for you this time round. Meanwhile, keep watching those movies, and above all, stay safe. See you on the next one.